Welcome to A Cops Supporting Gun Rights. My name is Keith. In this episode, we're going to talk about a guy that walked into a gun store in California, brandished a hammer to steal a gun, and then was shot by the store owner. He's dead, shocker. And we're going to talk about that, and it's going to be really brief. We're going to chat about that real quick, and then we're going to talk about, as the police, what's going to happen to you when we show up. Now, that's going to be a bigger video down the road, but I think it's important to talk about in the context of this particular shooting to make sure that your rights are protected. If you love cops that support the Second Amendment, you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, like our video. The algorithm loves it. It makes sure that other people see everything that we're talking about here. All right, let's get back into this. So this guy named Freddie Mendoza, he's 28 years old, possibly from Redwood City, California. Redwood City is just below San Francisco it's called the Peninsula. It's on the coast of California, or kind of on the edge of the bay. He comes into a gun store in Livermore, California. Livermore is in Alameda County, which is Oakland, Berkeley. He comes into the gun store and he's wearing a mask, gloves, and a hoodie, and he's acting bizarre. So everybody's looking at him. There's 5 other people in the store, and everybody's staring at good old Freddie because he's drawing attention to himself. At some point, he grabs a firearm and tries to take it using a hammer to fend off people trying to stop him. The gun store owner double taps him, and Freddie dies. Now, the owner's cooperating with police. He's not considered a suspect. Why? Because it's a self-defense shooting, right? So let's talk about that cooperating with the police, okay? Look, for those of you new to the channel, I'm a 30-year retired law enforcement officer, and we tell our cops that when you're involved in a shooting, keep your mouth shut. At some point, we're going to be compelled. Unlike you don't have to give a statement at all. We're compelled, rightfully so, to give a statement. But I always told my guys, make sure that you have the police there, or that you have a lawyer there when you give your interview. Why? Because no good can come from talking to the police, even when you are the police. Even though you know you're righteous, even though this guy attacked you with a hammer or was trying to steal something, you got 5 witnesses, I get it, okay? You're totally in the right, and you're a good person. So you want to talk to the police because that's the way you grew up and you know it's the right thing? It is not the right thing. Keep your mouth shut. Those other 5 witnesses can give statements and say what occurred. You should wait till you get a lawyer there. Once your lawyer is there, then talk to him. What can you expect from the police? Well, they don't know what's going on. They're just coming into this, so you're probably going to get handcuffed. You're going to have your gun taken until court is done. Why? Because it was used in a homicide. Even if it's justifiable, it's still a homicide. And until the investigation is done and court is done, that firearm is going to be held on to until everything's done, just like if it was a knife or a baseball bat or what have you. Okay, so once they figure out self-defense, you're going to get released. Now, the cops, this department, the cops are actually really awesome. It's a good police department. With that said, it's not the cops that you have to worry about. It's a district attorney. In this case, it's in Alameda County, and the district attorney's name is Pamela Price. Pamela Price is not your friend. She hates people like you. She was backed by a guy named George Soros to put DAs that are very liberal into counties to basically reform the justice system. And it is not reform the justice system in the way that you and I would imagine it. It's in the way that a criminal would imagine it, because it's very pro-criminal policies. This particular district attorney is prosecuting cops for clearly self-defense shootings. So what's going to happen to you? You are a guy that dumps a guy in a gun store. You are everything that she hates. You are in a place that she hates, and she's got a chance to prosecute you. Would she do it? Look at all the unjustified prosecutions that have happened and are occurring today from district attorneys backed by George Soros against these people. Don't give a statement until your lawyer gets there. How do you pick a lawyer? My recommendation to you is to have good insurance to cover you in a self-defense shooting. I use US Law Shield. They do sponsor the channel, but with that said, we reached out to them. They didn't reach out to us. Matt and I both belong to US Law Shield, and we have their insurance. In fact, I have the package that covers me when I'm out of state as well. Why? Because I'm out of state all the time and I want to protect myself. And it can be very expensive to defend yourself if somebody like Pamela Price comes after you. How much is it going to cost? Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Do you have that money right now? You're probably going to, even though you get cleared, you're going to lose your house defending yourself. And that's not right. So you're going to need that insurance. US Law Shield does not have a cap as to how much they're going to spend to protect you, where other plans do. Some of them are capped at $300,000. And think about how fast you can go through $300,000 when somebody like Pamela Price is coming after you. You're going to have decent insurance to protect yourself. Okay, so with that said, if you like stuff like this and you like what we say, leave a comment. Let us know. We read those comments. We love hearing everything you have to say. And most importantly, remember your ABCs. Always be caring.